All right, homie. Cheers to episode 67.
I can't wait for 2 more.
Are we going to do something special for that?
Yeah, we're going to do it.
Well,
right here on the table.
I don't know what's this we thing, but it's definitely that ain't involving me.
So I take it you're not committed to the podcast.
Not that way, that's for sure. But actually, what I am committed to, I do have a couple of shout-outs before we get this party started. We have a couple of people that we want to give a special shout-out to. And right off the bat, the first one is I want to give a shout-out to our friends over at 925 Jiu-Jitsu Club in Concord, California. Give them a shout-out. Oh, how about we do the video too, huh?
That'd be rad.
It would probably be cool.
People want to see me.
They want to see you.
They want to see me.
I don't know if they want to see you.
They want to see my rad Nomad shirt.
There we go. We're a little bit better once we start the video. But yeah, shout out to our friends over at 925 Jiu-Jitsu Club in Concord, California. Also, got to give a shout out to some other homies out in the Reddit world. I love reading people's screen names and stuff when it's on Reddit because it's always something random. Shout out to Billy Barrel Roll, Past the Dutchie. Okay, so here's the thing. It's spelled D-O-U-C-H-I-E. Would that pass the douchey or pass the Dutchie?
It's got to be past the Dutchie on the left-hand side, but there's no left-hand side. It's just past the Dutchie.
Okay.
So somebody enjoys the reefer.
Shout out to our homie over there, Past the Dutchie, and to our good friend Erica, who's were some of the first people that pick up our newest shirt. Erica. So thank you very much for the support. Much appreciated. Yep, the shirts go straight to supporting us and helping us pay the rent so we can keep the studio rolling. And also shout out to Psycho Salinas for the sub. He just told me that he subscribed, so thought I'd give him a shout out. Him or her. Don't know if it's a him or her, but thanks for the sub. Much appreciated. Psycho.
Whenever I hear Psycho.
Psychosomatic?
Nope. All I can think of is Stripes.
Stripes?
Everybody calls me Psycho.
Oh.
You call me Francis, and I'll kill you. Settle down, Francis.
Most people haven't watched that movie.
Stripes?
Stripes is old.
It came out in like 82.
That's fucking old.
It's a Bill
You
Murray
realize
movie.
in 1982?
Yes.
That is more than 30 years old.
I understand that, but it's a Bill Murray movie.
Actually, no, it's 34 years old right now.
Bill Murray is actually 36 years. Bill Murray movies
is a legend.
Are timeless. If you don't watch almost every Bill Murray movie, there's something wrong with you. Do you know how he gets booked?
How? He just walks up?
Nope. He doesn't have an agent.
They just call him up?
He has an answering machine.
Oh, you got to find me?
Nope. He has an answering machine. You leave your pitch on the answering machine, and he either gets back to you or he doesn't.
He's a legitimate wanderer. He just does whatever the fuck he wants. If I would say that's like a role model, it would definitely be Bill Murray. He just gets up, does whatever the fuck he wants. If he wants to be in Timbuktu for the week, he'll go over there. You never know where he's going to show up.
Did he...
Supposedly he's banging Selena Gomez.
Oh, I doubt that.
I don't know, man.
Selena Gomez?
Yeah. Serena, whatever. The girl that used to bang Justin Bieber. Supposedly there.
Bill Murray?
Yes. Yeah, man.
No.
Yes, go look it up.
No.
I'm telling you, man.
Have you ever heard that story about the guy?
What guy?
Well, there's a story that goes around the internet.
Oh, where he came and took a French fry
and says nobody will believe you.
Yeah, no one will ever believe you. Which I believe it. There's stories like that for Tom Hanks. There's one where he sees like a bunch of guys just partying, and one of the dudes is knocked out.
Yeah,
he's blacked out, so he's just posing, taking photos with them, which is funny. Supposedly his son is a complete and total douchebag. Tom Hanks is one of the nicest guys.
Colin Hanks?
Yeah, he's a total douchebag. He swears he's some kind of gangster rapper.
No, not Colin Hanks.
Yes.
Colin Hanks is on TV.
Look it up, dude.
Maybe one of the other ones.
It might be one of the other ones, but I'm just saying that one of the kids is a douche.
There's one that's like an actor and looks exactly like him.
It's funny. Did you ever see the clip of him on? The hell is the show? Fucking Happy Days, where he's doing karate. He's like his badass karate guy.
No, does he get beat up by the Fonz?
He goes off for like 5 minutes just to tear up the fucking the diner. And it's just him just beating the shit. And I think he, like, kicks the Fonz, like, square in the chest. Like, it's pretty funny. But he's young. You can tell he's, like, 18. In the thing.
Yeah. That'd be... I'm going to have to watch that now.
It's pretty funny. It's, like, it's literally him, like, 2-3 minutes just randomly breaking shit in the entire bar.
Best Tom Cruise... Or best...
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks movie. If you can only watch one.
I say Forrest Gump.
I'm gonna go Bachelor Party.
Really?
Yeah.
No. The Burbs? You're gonna give me the Burbs?
The Burbs.
Still haven't watched that.
Oh my god.
Listen, man. Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump is a great movie, but The Burbs is just...
You know there was supposed to be a sequel to Forrest Gump?
Yes.
And it didn't play out because people didn't like the storyline. It was pretty, like, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, fuck all that. I actually have some news to talk about in Jiu-Jitsu. We got a lot of shit to go over. There's a lot of stuff going on, surprisingly enough, and most people aren't talking about it. But we are. You know why?
Because we're Jiu-Jitsu Radio?
Because we actually do our fucking research, and we are...
What?
I do. I don't know about you. I've been doing my research. Gabby Garcia is making her Fight to Win debut, or technically submission debut, on June 7th in Portland, Oregon. She's going to be fighting at Fight to Win. On the same card, there's going to be Fionn Davies, Claudia Doval, and Barrett Yoshida. There's actually a good couple of matches on that card.
Do you know her opponent?
Yeah, she's going against Hillary Van Ornum.
She's won Hillary Van Ornum's size.
I haven't seen her size, but she's. I know she's 3-0 in amateur MMA, and she's also won a couple of IBJJF Worlds. So she's no slouch. I'm just curious to see how much juice Gabby is doing though to show up for this one, because I'm pretty sure Fight to Win does not test. So we'll have to see. Are you looking it up?
I want to see how big she is. How do you spell her?
Her last name is Vanornum. Let me see what you got.
Hillary Van Ornum. She's not a small girl.
Let me see. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look like she's got the same muscle definition as Gabby, but...
No, but muscle doesn't always translate to...
yeah. She looks like she's pretty tall.
Yeah, think about... DC.
Yeah, well,
DC
that's
compared
different.
to...
That's different when you got that level of technique. I mean, I don't know what Hillary said. Evidently, she's good. She's got, I think, 2 or 3 IBJJF Worlds under her belt, I think. But that's one of them. Fionn Davies is going up against Catherine Perret, which that's going to be a good match. And then John Diggins versus Ed Herman.
Ed Herman just won his fight against Official Durkin. What's his name?
I forget.
Not
Patrick Cummings.
Patrick Cummings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just had this last.
Yeah, it was
Saturday
this last
night.
weekend of UFC Rochester. We had a couple of friends, at least my friends anyway, that fought there too. There was quite a list of fighters on that card.
Yeah. What's funny is that's where they announced Rashad going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Which is, Rochester is just right down the road from Buffalo, so it's kind of like it was announced in his hometown, which is kind of cool.
So congratulations to our friend Rashad Evans. I hit him up every once in a while just to say what's up. He's a good dude. Dustin Akbari going against Nate Orchard. That's going to be a good match. I think we should definitely do another. Should we do another
pick 'em?
Let's see. I'll do it over here on this side just to see where we're at. So, let's see. We got for Fight to Win. It's not until June 7th. So, we got some time. If something changes, then we can always
change our.
Yeah, we can change our results. So, let's see. I'll put you over here. I'll put me over here. So, Gabby versus Hillary. Who you got?
I'll go Hillary.
You go Hillary?
Yeah, just because I like the fact that she's active in jiu-jitsu. And Gabby hasn't been active in jiu-jitsu.
I'm going to go with Gabby just because of sheer overwhelming muscle. Gabbiness. I don't foresee any kicks to the face, but I never put it past her. Fionn Davies versus Catherine Perret.
I'm going to go Fionn.
I think I'll go for Fionn as well. Let me make sure I got these right. Gabby, Fionn, obviously. And let's see who you got. Diggins versus Herman.
I don't know Diggins. I don't know his game.
Yeah.
I know Ed Herman is a fighter and a wrestler, but I don't know how his jiu-jitsu is.
Now remember, it's fight to win, so it still comes down to decision, and they don't do the points like jiu-jitsu,
right. I know.
IBJJF. So
you know what? I'll go Diggins just because.
You got Diggins? I'll go Herman. I think Herman will probably either stall out or just go pressure the whole time.
If I won that one, I'm not.
Yeah, it's 50-50. Dustin Akbari versus Nate Orchard.
I'm going to go Nate Orchard.
I will concur. I definitely am going with Nate. The dude's a beast. There's a whole bunch of other names on that card. So for everyone that's going to Portland, Oregon on June 7th for that card, you are in for a show. That is for sure. Do you know when the one that Stipe is fighting on? Isn't that coming up?
It's supposed to be coming up, yeah.
I forget when that is.
Didn't they finally got him his rematch, right?
Against DC?
Yeah.
I think he was supposed to, and then DC bailed on him again.
Did he?
I'm pretty sure that's what happened, yeah.
That's kind of horseshit.
I think it's DC fucking with him just to piss him off because he knows, like, okay, he's going to come even more prepared this time around. But, you know, what's going to happen? Sorry, I needed a drink and Shawn got quiet. Some other cool jiu-jitsu tournament news. Jorge Masvidal is going to face Anthony Pettis at a jiu-jitsu tournament. It's actually going to be in up north in Florida. I forget where it was, Jacksonville or something like that.
There was just a submission tournament up in Jacksonville this weekend.
Yeah. What was it?
I don't know, but Yuri Villafort made it to the finals.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and it was Eddie Bravo rules. He lost by 8 seconds.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, in the final. So
shout out to Yuri. We got to get him on here. For sure he'll come out here.
Yeah,
I know he's getting ready for a fight, so he's kind of tight on time. But, yeah, Jorge Masvidal is going to face Anthony Pettis in a promotion held by DT Promotions.
Well, which is weird because it's weird because Pettis isn't either ranked or he's a real low rank
in
jiu-jitsu.
Belt?
No,
he's
I don't think
belt?
so.
Yes, he is.
I don't think so.
I am 99% sure he's a black belt.
I'm 99% sure he's not.
I'm gonna.
'Cause he doesn't really do the gi. So last I heard, he was like a blue belt, but he submitted a lot of people with his jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Ben Henderson, who was a black belt,
twice.
He submitted Ben twice.
Yeah. Pretty sure he did.
I thought he kicked him in the face once and then.
Yeah, but it didn't end there.
Him once.
And Anthony Pettis jiu-jitsu belt. Let's see what we get. I'm pretty sure he's a black belt. Yeah, see? UFC's Anthony Pettis received black belt in jiu-jitsu August 9th, 2018.
So
he submitted Michael Chiesa. And Chiesa is
a black belt.
He's a black belt. I mean, come on.
No, but he wasn't just a couple years ago.
Well, obviously, he just got his belt in 2018, bro.
Right, but I don't think I'm wondering because they tend to do that.
I think in your mind, you're seeing old Pettis as now Pettis.
No, it's not. It's not that because I remember being like, "What? He's only a blue belt." I'm wondering.
His coach is Daniel Vanderlei.
But have you noticed, like, it's kind of a thing in MMA
Yeah,
to give your guy a black belt when even though he's not, like...
Well, Rashad got his black belt, and he's never worn a gi.
Tyron Woodley.
Tyron trains, though. Tyron trains in the gi, too, for sure.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, he's legit put in work in Jiu-Jitsu.
I've never seen any pictures.
Who else got a black belt that we remember on
in the cage?
In the cage. Well, Kamaru got his after he got his in class.
Right.
Which I kind of respect, actually, because I feel that if George would have done that on TV, it might have like cheapened it for him.
Well, or if he would have gotten a submission, it might have been cool.
If he would have gotten him by submission, yeah. Like Tyron Woodley got his in the cage, but I don't know, man. I think it makes sense for Kamaru because he's put in the work legitimately in the gi in the class. So
sure.
It was kind of cooler to have him, and he got it in front of all of us for people that have trained with him. Obviously, he's probably rolled more in no-gi with like everybody else at Hard Knocks. Speaking of which, shout out to Coach Henry Hooft. Happy birthday. It's Henry's birthday today. And knowing my Dutch friend, he doesn't really give a shit. Henry does not give a shit about any of that stuff.
Henry doesn't really give a shit about much.
Yeah. He just cares about fighting and his family, and anything else he doesn't really give a fuck.
To tell you the truth, I don't even know if he cares that much about fighting.
No, he does.
He's just good at it.
No, he definitely cares. That's one of those things. And Formula One, him and I definitely have some good arguments about Formula One.
He's just got I don't know, man. It's like, I think Henry would be a lot happier.
He's super happy.
No. I'm saying he would be a lot happier not doing anything.
No.
Yeah.
He's a hard worker, man.
No,
Henry?
him and I have had conversations.
Oh, yeah. Everybody would be happy if they didn't have to do shit and chilled in a condo in front of the beach.
Right, in Thailand. That's where he would rather be. He'd rather be in Thailand doing nothing.
I don't blame him. I would too. I mean, I would too.
Yeah. He said he wanted to win the lottery, and he's going to move he goes, after I win the lottery, I'll move to Thailand and do nothing.
Yeah. Anyway, shut the fuck up. Let me finish. DT Productions is going to be hosting the super fight between Jorge Masvidal against Anthony Pettis. Supposedly, Yoel Romero is going to have a grappling match too, but they haven't named his opponent yet. So I'm guessing they're either still looking for someone or they're going to try and make it some big announcement. But I can't think of anyone that you could put him up against that would be a big draw.
I guess Yoel Romero?
Yeah, like, who's Yoel going to grapple with?
Anybody? He's a silver medalist.
Right, but I'm saying, like, who are you going to say, like, oh, shit. Who would you want to sit there and see, like, damn, I would actually watch it? Like, Jorge Masvidal against Anthony Pettis, like, that sounds like a good fucking grappling match for sure.
You
know who I would see?
You could pick anybody against Yoel.
I would like to see Luke Rockhold grapple against Yoel Romero, but he would never do that.
Who wouldn't? Luke or Yoel?
Luke would never do that.
Why?
Because they wouldn't have enough money to pay Luke. Oh. Luke isn't going to do that shit for free.
I thought you were saying he would never do it. Like,
he would maybe do it if they gave him enough money, but I doubt he'd be like, yeah, I'll fucking do that. I don't think he would even do it after, like, he quits MMA. How about if they got Chris Weidman? That'd be kind of cool.
What is Yoel 185 or 205?
185, but he fought 205 before, I think.
Yeah. No, Chris Weidman
is 185.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
Hey, Yoel probably walks around at 230. Yeah, the event is actually going to be a benefit for the Bully Proof Foundation, so it should be pretty good, and it's for a good cause. So maybe it might be one of those things where I'll actually drive up there for and check it out. I'm always up for a good road trip. Speaking of getting a belt, did you see who earned his purple belt?
Sugar Shawn
O'Malley earned his purple belt from Tim Welch and Augusto Tanquinho Mendez. So did you see the photo of him smoking a blunt with his new belt?
We were talking about that earlier. We were talking about how well, first we talked about Kron and fighting Alex Caceres. Yeah. And then we brought Sean O'Malley up. That would be an interesting matchup. Would be
Kron against Shawn?
No, Alex Caceres versus Sean O'Malley. They're both.
I think Shawn would eat him alive.
I don't know if he'd eat him alive, but it would be a fun match because both are really creative strikers. Both are athletic.
Shawn would eat him alive. I don't think Alex Caceres is nowhere near as effective as he used to be. I don't think he has. I used to be a big fan of his, but I don't think he has. He doesn't have the chin anymore for sure, and he doesn't have the. He doesn't catch people off guard as much as he used to. I think that's the biggest thing. Is that he'll have his spurts of creativity that kind of catch people off guard, but if anybody watches a couple of his fights and then they see what's going on, they kind of understand what's going to happen, or at least his rhythm. And
that's the whole thing, is he doesn't really have a rhythm.
He doesn't have a rhythm, but he has patterns of when you know he's going to try and do something outlandish, and you're going to be like, okay, well, I just stay here, or I'll just watch his footwork.
I don't know. I just think it would be an interesting matchup to see them both.
It would be an interesting matchup, but
similar hair, similar body types.
I think Shawn is
creative striking.
Yeah, I just think Shawn is above that level. I don't think Alex is high enough ranking for Shawn at this point, because he's still undefeated.
Yeah, but he hasn't fought in over a year.
Yeah, he got banned, so I don't think it's.
Do we know? Was it for PEDs or was it for?
There was something in one of his proteins or something like that, and he just took responsibility for it and said, "All right, fuck it, whatever." But he didn't bother hiding. He didn't bother doing anything. He took responsibility for it. It was just in the protein, and USADA being as worthless as they are, they're like, okay, well, you're banned then.
I saw an article today that the NFL is thinking of looking into cannabis as a alternative to the pain medications.
The pain medication, yeah.
Which, if the NFL gets on board with cannabis, you can pretty much bet we're looking at federal legalization of cannabis.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
They don't test for it in the NBA.
No, it's not about the NBA. What I'm saying is the NFL is the sport of America, not the NBA. Out of all the sports that are...
That's not true.
It is true.
No. There's a world championship basketball that the USA wins. There's a dream team that's the historical. It's known.
The NFL is more watched by Americans than the NBA.
No.
Yes, look it up. Look at the top sport. Look at the top sport watched in America.
It'll probably be NASCAR.
No, it's football.
Let's find out. Either way, I see where you're going with it. I don't know if I agree that it would just topple the...
It wouldn't be right away. I'm just saying it wouldn't be far behind. If the NFL starts allowing their players to start smoking the weed, everybody else will fall in line. Then other sports can start, and then once it becomes a sport, it starts being looked at as medication.
Right.
That's when the popular opinion of it will start focusing it or pushing it towards federal legalization.
You want to hear this list that I found? It's old, so I don't know if I really count it. The top 10 most... Well, see, it says most popular, so it's not most watched. I don't think they actually have it. Yeah, see, all the lists that I'm finding is most popular, not most watched. Because I want to say most popular sports. It's most watched sports in America 2017. Let's see. Yeah, see, all the lists come out with the most popular sports, and that kind of defeats the whole argument. Let me see if this one...
Well, it's regardless.
So this one, if it's right, it's football, baseball, basketball, and soccer. Yeah. But I think it throws in Canada, too, so...
Well, regardless. Football...
Irregardless.
Regardless, I believe once... If weed has started, to get mainstream exposure because of the NFL,
right,
and people's attitudes towards it change even more than they've already have, that we're looking at. I think it's within 10 years it'll be legal. Regardless of whether the NFL starts doing it or not, but everybody should be able to use marijuana. I think how many UFC guys have been popped?
I don't think
for
that
marijuana. Matt Riddle lost his job, and Matt Riddle was a good fighter, and he's making
now he can now they're allowed to smoke weed.
He's making more money as a
spokesperson.
No, he's a pro wrestler now.
Oh yeah, I don't think it'll happen just because there's too much money in the NFL, and they still bust people for that. Remember the biggest issue was what's his face, Ricky
Williams
from the Dolphins. He got busted. He's like, fuck that, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna keep on smoking weed. It's like, well, you either stop smoking weed or you can't play football anymore. It's like, well, fuck football, I'm gonna keep on smoking weed.
Ricky Williams was a strange bird.
He was a cool motherfucker. I mean, I think that was the last time I was an actual Dolphins fan, was when Ricky Williams was still on the team, because he was badass. He was a good dude. Anyway, congratulations to Shawn O'Malley. Congrats on your purple belt. I still think that he would eat Alex Caceres alive on the mat or in the octagon. Speaking of getting eaten alive,
I just want to look up Alex Caceres' rank.
His rank? He's got to be like mid-20s or something. I don't even think they rank up to that point anymore. I think they go up to 30.
No. I mean,
belt-wise, I think he's a black belt. Pretty sure he is. I know he won his first street fight by armbar. His first backyard brawl was a win by armbar. And he was getting his ass whooped too. If you never watched it, it's on YouTube. Just Google Alex Caceres.
His Jeet Kune Do. I didn't know that, but
I think that's why they call him Bruce Leroy.
Yeah, I can't find it. So if what makes you think Shawn O'Malley would beat him as a purple belt if he's a black belt?
I don't think...
You said he would eat him alive.
I think 100% he would eat him alive.
Eat him alive?
Yeah.
You think a purple belt would eat alive a black belt?
There's blue belts that have defeated black belts.
I understand that.
So then what's the argument?
The argument is he just got his purple belt. What makes you believe that Shawn... What have you seen
I think he's... Well,
about Shawn O'Malley?
He's younger. He's definitely...
Not that much.
Shawn O'Malley's what, 25, 26? He, I just think
Alex Caceres is 30.
Right? And O'Malley?
I'm
loving these drink breaks.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you in a second.
He's young. Yeah, I'd be like 23, 22, 23.
Shawn O'Malley is 24, so he's
24.
6 years younger.
Yeah. 6 years is a lot of time on the body, especially when you started street fighting.
Yeah, but it also gives you a lot more
experience.
Does
he have old man strength yet? How old do you have to be to start getting old man strength?
35.
So I don't agree with that. Because I'm 35 now, I'm still weak as fuck.
Well, that's the problem. Is you're done.
Yeah. I jumped to old man strength. I just went to old man. I just went straight to old man. I just think he's a better athlete all around. I just think he's a more structured athlete as far as the grappling and everything is concerned. I don't know. That's just where I put my money on. I would honestly say that.
Yeah, but you say eat alive.
I think he would eat him alive. I think
that's a ridiculous
it
statement.
would be competitive up until the takedown, and then after that, it would be just kind of a.
Well, there's only one way to. I disagree totally.
That's fine.
But there's only one way to really settle it.
We got to set up a.
We got to set up a grappling match between Sugar Sean and
you could do
Bruce Leroy.
I think you could definitely make that.
Or a fight. I'd watch either one.
I'd watch the fight for sure, but even then, I'd still think that Sean would eat him alive.
It's like almost like they're fighting themselves, but
it would be the equivalent of Adesanya against. against Anderson
Silva,
but at a lower level.
Lower level and not as old.
Yeah. But speaking of getting eaten alive, can we talk about Sage Northcutt getting knocked the fuck out by Cosmo?
Cow.
Did we not call that? Because I'm pretty sure I called that.
I've been calling it for ever since I found out. I said somebody in one championship either doesn't like Sage or doesn't know Cosmo.
If it was I think it's different. I think they knew exactly what was going to happen because Sage has the capability of having the star power in Asia. He is the poster child of what Asian countries want as far as in a promotion. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better.
For anything more American?
You couldn't ask for the all-American martial arts guy. Sage Northcutt is what you would see in an 80s, 90s martial arts movie when it's like Ninja. Where it's like, it's the white guy that got... the white orphan that got left behind at a dojo when he was a baby, and then he became the best one, but he was ostracized. That's Sage Northcutt.
He ran into a buzzsaw.
But see, Cosmo is extremely well known in Thailand and Asia as far as his fighting skills and kickboxing and MMA too. But kickboxing, really, they're like.
But let's talk about the true story of that fight, and that was 1 punch, 8 fractures.
And I think it was more than that. I think there was something like
punch.
There was something like 30 microfractures or something like that.
Well, that might be, but there was 8 actual fractures.
Let me pull this up. Sage Northcutt.
That from 1 punch. By the way, Sage didn't land any punches. He might have thrown like a little leg kick from what I remember that might have like touched toes or something like that.
Yeah.
But this was Cosmo kept feinting the kick. He
was setting up the kick. He was doing switch kick. He was setting up the switch kick, so he was faking it. So you see him just double step, pause, and Sage was getting cornered. So then he's like, for whatever reason, his hand was way too low. And when you get into a ring, right, it's not an octagon. You're stuck in a square.
You're stuck in
so
a corner.
when you're getting backed up, it's a lot harder to circle out. If you're in a cage, you can circle out and you can keep circling. You're going to go. But if you're in a ring, you're going to get cut off. At least when you're in a cage, you have a little bit more of a motion where you can keep your hands down and circle out. You see what I'm saying? You can kind of circle out a lot easier and still have your hands down like he has in his karate stance. When you're in a ring, because you can only move laterally side to side. You can't circle out as much as you can in the cage. So if you go laterally with your hands down, you're going to get fucked up, which is what happened to him. Like, you can't just switch. You can't just step to the left.
Right into that punch.
Oh, he walked into it and then some. So it was a 9-hour intensive surgery to fix his face. So I think he just lost a little bit of his pretty boy status. If anything, Cosmo probably made him look like more of a badass. He's going to give him that scar. He's going to have a scar right here that's going to make him look better for the movies because that's what he's just going to switch to. He's not going to be fighting that much more. I'm pretty sure. After you get fucked up like that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It depends if he's a fighter or not. We'll find out. This will let us know if he's a fighter or not. If
anyone's to blame, it's whoever his manager was, which I think it's his dad. I think it's his mom and dad.
That said, okay, we'll take this fight?
Yeah, we'll take this fight. Oh, this guy hasn't fought MMA forever. He's just a kickboxer.
Yeah, it might have been like 3 or 4 years since he fought MMA.
Is it? I think so.
I would not be surprised. Cosmo's
last fight was a Bellator fight. His last MMA fight was a Bellator fight. I'm pretty sure. And it was more than 3 years. Because he was supposed to get a Bellator fight, and they kept on putting it off. That's when he's like, fuck it, I'm just going to go back to kickboxing.
No, it was actually in Superstar Fight 5, and that was in 2016.
So 4 years ago.
3.
3.5.
Not even, because it was September.
Okay, so 2 3/4.
Yeah, so... And his other fight before that was in Legacy. It's so weird. He was in Bellator, undefeated.
Yeah.
Actually, Cosmo lost his first fight in
what did he lose by?
Decision.
Yeah.
But still, it's like...
What year was that?
That was 2011. Then he went on... Then he's
That was
gone,
like the beginning of the Black Zillions.
And he went on a tear from there, and he beat the guy that beat him by decision as well.
What's his overall record?
His overall record is now 8-1.
In MMA?
In MMA.
And what about kickboxing?
Kickboxing, 69-19.
That's a pretty solid fucking record.
Yep.
And where was like his last like kickboxing loss?
Was in November of 2018.
Against who?
Nike Holtzkin.
Nikki Holtzkin, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny, they trained together.
KO.
They trained together. Nikki Holtzkin used to come to Jocko and train. So that's pretty.
Dutch. Yep.
Nikki Holtzkin would come by every couple of months. He did one full camp there. I remember, because they would be him and his coach. I guess it's his. I'm pretty sure it's his dad, and they would always just cut off the sides, and he'd always come in like super clean cut. But that's cool, man. Congratulations to Cosmo. I was actually texting him. We were talking on Instagram Sunday. Or Saturday, I was like, congratulations, whatever. I'm like, when you getting back? He's like, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm like, fucking A, man. He's like, yeah, I'm in Naples now. I was like, all right, we'll set up something. I'll head over there and
he's been coming over here though and training a lot though.
Yeah. So shout out to Cosmo. Congrats on the win. Polaris 10 is this weekend. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Should have known that because we talked about it, but
I don't remember.
They upgraded the card a little bit more. It's actually going to be a pretty good card. I'm actually with a lot more actuallys looking forward to it because
is Polaris on Fight Pass or is it
Fight Pass? UFC Fight Pass. The headliner is Uriah Faber against Nicky Ryan.
That's a dangerous fight for Uriah Faber to take.
It's weird, right? Because it's dangerous and it's not. You're like, oh, it's Uriah Faber. He's bigger than him. Wait, no, Uriah Faber's kind of small.
Uriah Faber's small and a wrestler. And he's got some, definitely has ground skills.
Yeah, you know,
definitely.
Uriah Faber has got a couple submissions under his belt for sure.
But Nicky Ryan's Nicky Ryan.
If
been submitting men for the last 2 years.
See, it's kind of weird. If Uriah wins, congratulations, you just beat a 16-year-old, 17-year-old.
If he loses...
It's like, congratulations, you just got your ass kicked by a 16-year-old.
Right.
So it's kind of weird.
It's a lose-lose.
But the cool part is there's no animosity. It's nothing. It's just a challenge. It's a great grappling match. And I think Uriah really does understand. It's like, okay, well, this kid is no joke.
I hope so.
I don't see Uriah taking that as for granted.
No, I don't think so either, but you would hope. But, it's funny. It's like Uriah's in that, he's a retired fighter now. So it's like, but he's still got that competitive edge.
Oh, for sure. And he would still fight if he could.
He can.
No, I'm saying if he could still be in the UFC, he would fight. I don't think he'd go fight anywhere else.
Oh, he could be in the UFC. He could tell Dana. Because I heard rumors that he was like itching to get back. He wanted to, but he wouldn't do it. I think he's got the itch because he's a fighter. But I'd pray that they wouldn't do that unless they gave him some weird random super fight. I would give him more of a chance than I would BJ Penn.
Oh, easily. I would actually give him more of a chance than I would Chad Mendez. I'm so happy Chad Mendez retired. He should have retired a while ago.
I didn't know he'd retired.
Yeah, he retired. He retired after the last loss.
I did not know
because he was out for 2 years.
Yeah, but that was
because of the steroids thing.
Yeah, PEDs.
Yeah. Which it wasn't really steroids. It was from his skin condition because it's steroids. It's stupid.
No, it's bullshit. It's steroids.
And
I don't care.
He was jacked.
He was jacked. You don't get jacked from skin condition steroids.
He was a wrestler.
Not that jacked.
Mateus Lutis against Craig Jones is on the card too.
That'll be good.
That will be a pretty good one. Ash Williams against Ethan Krellinston, which I don't know either one of them, so sorry, guys. But Cal Uno versus Lee Remedios.
Interesting.
Cal Uno, I'd definitely go with Cal Uno on it.
That's just because I know him.
Yeah.
I don't know the other dude.
Richie Martinez versus Miha Perlavic, whatever. I go with Richie.
Well, it's hard, dude. The problem is with these guys. The problem with grapplers is we got new guys coming up all
Left
the
and
time,
right, especially when they're in the European.
And you don't know these guys because if they're coming out of Poland, you got to be careful. Poland has got a thriving BJJ.
They're getting
MMA
better.
Scene.
They're getting better.
Getting better. The one dude is kicking everybody's ass. Didn't he tap Leandro Lowe?
Which one?
The dude from Poland. I can't remember his name.
I don't know who you're talking about. Ash Amos versus Nick Rodriguez is the other main card, which I don't know.
Two Ashes on one.
Right? I think it's a European thing. Why don't we do one for this one too, huh? Let's see.
I'll give it a shot.
Let's see who we got. All right. Uriah Faber versus Nicky Ryan. Let's put something at stake on this one. Let's put a bet on it. Winner buys lunch or dinner. Winner buys the acai bowl. Or loser buys the acai bowl. Sorry.
We both have to, that means we got to pick opposing sides.
Not necessarily.
Well, if there won't be
if we both lose, then we buy each other an acai bowl. That's all.
What if we both win?
Then you buy me an acai bowl.
You know what? I'm gonna actually go against my gut and go with Uriah.
You're gonna go with Uriah?
Yes. Old man strength.
I'm gonna go with Nicky Ryan. I think Nicky pulls it off at down. It's either gonna be one of those super quick random things, or Uriah fights him off long enough, but Nicky's gonna be the aggressor enough that he wins, and then he wins it at the end.
All right, we'll find out.
So I'll go with that. Mateos Lutas versus Craig Jones.
Oh, that's a tough one.
I haven't watched Craig in a while, so I don't know where he's at.
Yeah, but Lutas is super active.
Yeah.
I don't like to bet against Craig Jones, but I'll go Craig Jones.
I'm going with Craig on that one too. Craig money. Ash Williams versus Ethan Krellinston. Who you got? I'll go with Ash.
I'll go with the other person.
All right, so I got Ash Williams.
I love that. Did Gordon Ryan pick Craig Jones's hashtag?
No. What would he say?
You haven't heard that story?
No.
You know how on his shirts it says "fuck Craig Jones"?
Yeah.
Apparently, he lost the bet to Gordon Ryan, and where Gordon Ryan got to pick his
hashtag.
His hashtag.
So it's fuck Craig Jones.
It's fuck Craig Jones.
That's funny. Cal Uno versus Lee Remedios. I'm going with Cal Uno.
Well, I'll go the other person.
All right, you got Lee.
Lee.
Richie Martinez versus Miha.
I'm going Richie.
I'll go with Richie too. Actually, I think Richie gets it on this one.
I always
get
them confused.
Richie and Gio?
Yeah. Richie's the bigger beard one. The grayer beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ash Amos versus Nick Rodriguez. This was a toss-up too, because I don't know.
Same. You just pick.
You take the Ash this time.
Okay.
You got Ash A. I got Nick Rodriguez.
All right, now let's talk about some important shit.
I'm not going to talk about Game of Thrones.
Yes, we are.
No, because I'm fucking pissed off about that.
You need to not be a baby. Are you one of those? Are you one of those babies that signed the petition?
No, that's bullshit. Here's what pisses me off is I really think that they phoned it in because they got the contract to write these Star Wars.
Keeps saying.
I think that's what happened.
I think it's bullshit. I think they had 2 years. And the one scene with the dragon and the White Walkers, that one scene was 3 months worth of
writing or filming.
So it's like there's only
honestly
so much.
They really could have ended the series on that fight and they would have been done with it. And I think everybody would have been a little bit more happy, but frustrated that they didn't get a finale. But that should have been the ending battle.
Everybody's It was, I will admit, it felt rushed. And if you haven't watched it, oh well, then don't listen to this.
You know what it would have been? the perfect fucking ending. The like, oh shit to top off all shit endings.
I think it was pretty much an oh shit.
No, it was a shitty fucking ending. But an oh shit.
I don't believe it was shitty.
I 100% do.
No, not at all.
The most oh shit ending that could have possibly happened was when they were doing their whole little powwow and they were trying to decide who's going to be king. And then they say, okay, Bran is the king. All hail Bran. And then he's like,
don't pull this White Walker bullshit on me.
for sure. All that would have happened, he's like, that's what you were here for, right? And he says that to Tyrion. That's like, what do you think you're here for? And all of a sudden his eyes flash blue. Fucking done. Go to black. End of the series right there.
Dumb.
That would be bullshit. You know damn well that was good.
Dumb.
And you don't even want to admit to it. You'd be like, fuck, that'd be fucking good.
No,
you know for
dumb.
sure you know.
Because that was a dumb theory anyways.
No. Oh, what was your theory?
It wasn't that the
It
Night
didn't
King,
matter.
It didn't. Not that the Night King infected or possessed Bran. That was ridiculous.
Okay, so what was your theory?
I didn't have a theory.
Then why the fuck are you even talking? You just sit there with your dumb
What?
mongoloid brain. You're like, hey, drooling, watching the TV.
I watched it and enjoyed it and was like, okay, I get it. Here's the problem. Here's the exact problem with why everybody's freaking out. The bottom line is nobody got their fairy tale ending.
Oh, for sure.
They wanted Cersei to die at the hands of Arya or Jon Snow.
Yeah.
They wanted
Listen, I could
Jon
have told
Snow
you,
and Daenerys to get married and sit on the Iron Throne. They wanted,
which would have been full on incest,
right?
Which would have defeated the purpose of everyone hating Cersei and Jaime since they were brother and sister.
Yeah, but not many people knew about the incest.
What are you talking about?
Not the general public didn't know about the incest.
The general public in the Westeros world,
Yes,
or in
yes.
What are you talking about? Everybody knew about it.
No, they didn't.
Yes.
No, only 8 people knew.
No, everybody knew. That was the joke. That was the thing that everyone always would say.
No, I'm talking about Jon and Daenerys.
Yeah, okay, then you're not paying attention because I said Cersei and Jaime.
Well,
Right, only 8 people knew about Jon and Daenerys.
Yeah.
Right.
So nobody would have. What I'm saying is, if they got married, nobody would have known that. If they didn't say anything, nobody would have known.
Right, but the people that did know were powerful enough to fuck it up for him.
Yeah, Varys was on his way to.
Yeah, to fuck it up.
Yeah, I read something interesting today about Game of Thrones was the fact that Tyrion had more screen time than any other character.
Yeah.
So it makes him. He's the story.
It's about Tyrion.
It's Tyrion's story. He's the protagonist of the series.
Well, it makes sense because if you look at it, it really started off with him when he came in and started smacking the shit out of Joffrey. Because remember, it started off with him laying in the barn like wasted.
Yeah, with a hooker.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
So it really is about the imp.
Yeah, it's funny how his story arc to me is the most interesting.
It's also the most important. Nothing would really have happened if it wasn't for Tyrion. Tyrion pulled more strings than anybody else.
Yeah, he was the puppet
He
master.
pulled more strings than Littlefinger, than the Varys, more than Cersei too.
Yeah,
because he got in with everybody. He was in with everybody. Either way, I think I agree with you. I think everybody was robbed of the bloody, murderous ending of Cersei.
Right.
You got robbed of an awesome sword fight between Jon Snow and Jaime.
I don't think that would have happened.
I think it could have.
And I have a theory that I really think that Jaime went there to kill Cersei.
I don't think so.
I do.
Why?
I think he went there to kill her because...
I thought you didn't have any theories.
Well, I do have a couple theories, but I didn't have a theory about what the ending was going to be.
Overall, right?
I think he went there to kill her, and then when he saw her...
He couldn't do it?
He couldn't do it.
That's why he probably... Well, remember, Tyrion actually was the one that told them to go down there to that keep.
Right.
So... Tyrion wanted to kill them both?
No, because he didn't foresee her attacking
the city.
The city and the Red Keep and everything destroyed.
Yeah.
And that's another thing everybody's pissed off about.
Because I don't think that's true, because remember, Tyrion let them go so he could go and take Cersei. He's like, just run away.
Yeah, he wanted them to live.
Yeah. So I don't think I really agree with that. I mean, it's not a bad theory, but I don't think...
What
he would
theory?
do that? That Jaime was really trying to kill her. I could have told you a mile away that John was gonna stab what's her face Daenerys in the chest. Like I knew that was coming from a mile fucking away. That was just too predictable.
I didn't know because I thought for a second there, like she seemed like the old
Daenerys.
Danny.
And it did. They played that when she came up and she was like mellowed out.
Her face was smart. She was like softer and like. Yeah.
I think it's You know who really hustled everyone on this is George R.R. Martin, because you know what's going to happen.
He's going to write a book with a totally different ending.
He's going to go completely different because he's going to see how pissed off everybody is, and even though he doesn't give a fuck about anyone, he's going to see like, yeah, that does look like shit. I don't want that storyline. I think he's going to add a lot more to it that is going to make the books worthwhile, die a gajillionaire, and then take that money with him and just burn it and tell everybody to fuck off. He's George R.R. Martin. That's what's really going to happen.
Well,
they already got 3 spin-offs planned.
They already started filming 1.
Yeah. So wait, at the end, I interpreted as Jon Snow bailed on the Night's Watch and just went off to be a wildling.
Yeah, he just went.
Right?
Yeah.
Other people are saying that he's still part of the Night Watch because didn't the wildlings become the Night Watch?
No.
I thought they did.
No.
Because he gave him the castle.
He might have given them the castle, but they weren't the Night Watch. I think they were. So
he said we got the watch now. Remember, he told them like we got the watch now when he gave them everything.
Yeah, but there's no reason to watch anything.
Yeah.
So I think he was just like, I'm done with this world. I'm gonna be. And I think he was happy as a wildling. Like,
well, he wanted to that. Remember when he escaped and everything.
He was with them. He enjoyed that life.
Which at the end of the day, he could still fuck shit up for everybody because he's still the rightful king, and now nobody knows where he's at, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be king. He never wanted to.
He never wanted it. I think we got robbed. I think Sansa should have taken over everything.
And then
she had the best line at the very end, though. She really did.
When she said,
"It's like sit down, Uncle." Like shut the fuck up, homie.
That was so funny. And then he went to hit his sword and
not smooth at all.
What about Sam putting up democracy as a thing
and they just laughed at him? Like it sounds about right. Which at the end it doesn't matter. It still became a democracy.
Yes. Well, you know what's funny is Bran just went off looking for.
If you look at it though,
Drogon.
Yeah, they really gave you the ending the very first season. The very first season, the first couple episodes, they laid it out exactly what was going to happen.
But I tell you what, I was that King's Court, the one that at the end.
Yeah.
Dude, how awesome would those meetings be? How funny.
Oh,
with Braun and what's his name? The smuggler. I always forget his name. Anyways, here's the thing. Tyrion is the best leader for all of them.
Well, what's funny is that technically he is the king. So they were imprisoning the king because he's the only one left for the Lannisters. So he was king. Because it was Cersei, then Jaime, then Tyrion.
Yeah, but that's not how it goes. It would have been.
There's nobody left. He was the last one left. So that would...
No, but they weren't... It wasn't the Lannister family. She was technically a Baratheon.
Cersei?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The reason she was queen was because she was married to...
Stannis?
Nope. The first... The
other dude.
The dude that fell off the horse at the beginning.
Right.
And Joffrey and all those kids were supposed to be his. So technically she's Cersei Baratheon. So... The person who's actually should be rightful king is the bastard son Baratheon.
Right.
Can't remember his name either. The blacksmith.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but look, it was a great show, and everybody's freaking out. But guess what? A new show will come along sometime. You know, we had one.
I don't know if there's gonna be another show anytime soon that's gonna have that kind of power. It may not be anytime
soon, but here's the thing is
you know what, the last show I think that had that kind of power, and it wasn't even Breaking Bad.
Walking Dead had a really big following.
First couple of seasons, yeah, but I still don't think it was as big as Heroes. Remember Heroes?
Heroes was weird.
The first 2 seasons of Heroes were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And then there was the Screenwriters Guild strike. And then it tanked to shit.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't. Heroes wasn't a cultural phenomenon.
I think so. I think Heroes kickstarted.
It was just an American. It might have been an American phenomenon, but
not
Game of
international.
Thrones is international. No, because NBC was.
Is there a show that was international, just phenomenon like that? Even The Walking Dead wasn't international.
No, it's not. It's AMC, American.
Yeah.
Or
movie channel.
Is that what it stands for?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else.
No, I don't think anything has been.
Speaking of which, martial arts, did you see John Wick?
I did.
Don't tell me, because I got to go watch it this weekend.
No.
I mean, I get there's
nothing to tell. There's really nothing to tell.
It's an action movie.
It's an action movie.
And then there's already a sequel. They already talked about it.
Here's the thing about this movie. And
spoiler alert?
It's not even a spoiler alert. It's just the movie starts exactly where
the other one
part
left
2, and it's like it just continued. It is basically action. The whole thing is action from beginning to end. Like, you don't get a break.
Is it?
You don't get a break.
Hold on. Now, is it a one continuous night kind of movie? Like, the Warriors? Or it's like there's time?
There's multiple nights, but it's constant.
Yeah.
Like there is constant action the whole time.
Yeah.
The first fight not the first fight.
Don't tell me, because I want to watch it.
I'm not gonna spoil it. But the first big fight that happens was one of the cooler fight scenes I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because where it takes place in an antique shop.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was cool. I was like, oh, this is kind of rad.
Yeah. Yeah. Plan is to watch it this weekend along with Polaris. Shout out to all my friends at Polaris.
I've got a different goal for this weekend.
Pikachu movie.
No.
Huh.
Pretty sure Godzilla comes out.
No. Is it this weekend?
Pretty sure.
You might be right. I
hope so.
I thought it was the 30th.
I don't know, but you know me.
Oh, speaking of which, so this past weekend I went to Busch Gardens. And I rode the new roller coaster, Tigress. And I can tell you, absolute garbage.
Really?
It was so shitty. It is not worth going to Busch Gardens again.
So, yeah, you were right. Godzilla comes out May 31st, but you know it does come out this week.
Pikachu movie.
No, that's
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Nope, that's been out. Or not Sonic, but Brightburn.
Brightburn?
Brightburn.
What's Brightburn?
Brightburn is written by Goyer, I think. The guy that did he's done a lot of comic book stuff. He basically took the Superman story.
Oh, the one where it's the evil Superman?
Yes, as a child.
Is that coming out in the movie theaters?
Yes, it's coming out this week.
Oh, I got to go watch that. I remember we talked about it.
Yeah. It's such an interesting spin on the story.
Yeah, where he's like a Russian, or no, he's just evil. Yeah, the comic book is the one I still want to read. I've never gotten to read where it's the alternate world where Superman lands in Russia, Soviet Russia instead.
Well, there's another show coming out. I just saw that was one of my favorite comic books. It's called The Boys.
You want to see a movie about boys?
No, it's a show that's coming out, but the comic book and the show are called The Boys. And what it is, it's about this group of superheroes are real,
right?
But they're like they have a public persona where everybody is like they're like Superman or whatever,
right?
But behind closed doors, they're all pieces of shit.
Oh, right.
Like they rape and kill and do all this stuff, and then it gets covered up by the comic book company that
they're like their
them.
PR.
Yes, the comic book company is their PR.
So it's a movie or is it a show?
It's going to be a show.
Oh, that's cool.
And but The Boys is a group of another group of superpowered people that police them. So they're like it's like
it sounds interesting. I think you're just giving a bad explanation.
I probably am, but because it's hard to explain.
Do you see what's coming out? The Watchmen.
Yeah.
It looked kind of interesting.
It's different. It must take place after.
Yeah.
after the movie because
I never got into the movie that much. I thought it was good, but I never got it.
The problem is if you haven't, the movie was actually pretty accurate,
close, yeah,
to the to the graphic novel, but the graphic novel was so much more. It made more sense,
right?
So
it just went in deeper on the stories. You know what I still didn't watch, or I started watching and it just looked stupid to me, was Birdman.
Birdman is pretty cool story. It's just somebody losing their mind. What it is, it's really just somebody losing his mind.
But I'm a fan of actual Birdman, the cartoon, and the remake.
Wait, is it Birdman? Is it called Birdman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you never watched, did you ever watch the original Birdman cartoon?
No.
It was actually pretty good. It was super corny, like the old school cartoons. But then when they remade it on Adult Swim, where he's a lawyer, it's fucking great. It's so good. Because all your old cartoon characters pop up and they're in need of like a lawyer. What's his face? The Indian that gets bigger.
Oh, Apache Chief.
Apache Chief, right? So Apache Chief ends up saving the earth. Like at the very beginning, Apache Chief, there's a meteor coming. So Apache Chief gets big. He picks up a telephone pole, smacks the meteor back into space. And then he goes down, he goes into a coffee shop, and he gets a large coffee, and they spill the coffee all over his lap. So he loses his power. He can't get big anymore. So he's like, Apache Chief, no longer get big down there. So he wants to sue like Starbucks for like spilling the coffee on his lap, and it's fucking hilarious. It's small, stupid, weird shit like that, but it's definitely worth watching.
I can't believe I pulled that out of my ass.
Apache Chief, yeah.
Apache. I think. What did he used to?
Chuck. Yeah.
And then he would just
get bigger.
I remember. I missed those cartoons, man. There was a Godzilla cartoon.
Yeah, there's the Godzilla cartoon,
and it's like it was Godzilla and Godzuki.
There's the what the hell is named the giant robot? Gigantor, which was an old anime. It was actually a Japanese anime that got brought into the U.S.
Grape Ape.
There's a ton of them. Wacky Races.
One of my favorite as a Hanna-Barbera was Thundar the Barbarian.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, there's tons of stuff. Did you hear any more about the Jiu-Jitsu movie? The Nicolas Cage one?
No.
How shitty do you think that's going to be?
Depends on who Nicolas Cage is in the movie.
He's the main hero. I'm sure he's going to just phone in the Jiu-Jitsu.
He's too old to be a hero.
How old is John Wick? Or fucking Keanu Reeves? He's 50.
Keanu Reeves is like early 50s.
He's like 54.
But
Nicolas Cage is 60s or something.
Something
right?
like that.
Let me see. Look it up.
It's way, and he's just way too cagey.
Okay.
Like it's too.
I think Nicolas Cage is this generation's. What's his face? The guy from Pulp Fiction. He was
John Travolta?
No, the one with the weird voice. He was the one that had the speech about shoving the watch up your ass in Pulp Fiction.
Oh, Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. Nicolas Cage is our generation's Christopher Walken.
Just not as talented.
Dude, yeah, well.
Nick Cage is a talented. The problem is Nick Cage is a talented.
He's 55.
Actor.
See, they're the same age.
Is that how old is Keanu?
Fuck, man, you're gonna make me pull that up now.
Yeah, but Keanu's age is a lot different looking than Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage definitely did his fair share. Yeah, they're the exact same age. They're both. He's 54. I think they're off by like a month.
Yeah, John. Also being filmed at the moment.
Yeah, they're both born the same year. Nicolas Cage is born January 7th, and Keanu Reeves is September 2nd.
Is Bill and Ted's Part 3 is supposed to be...
I'm rocking my shirt.
Yeah. People don't realize Keanu Reeves,
has been around.
Has been around a long time, and he's been the same character in 90% of his movies.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
We were talking...
There's got to be some kind of weird storyline where they can make... Bill and Ted connect to John Wick.
Where
they just, let's say somebody ends up killing Bill.
They can actually do it to the Matrix.
They can definitely do it in the Matrix.
Chance to the Matrix.
Yeah.
Like we were talking at the gym the other day. I was telling the youngins about Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula, where for some reason they decided to cast Keanu Reeves as Jonathan Harker in Englishman, and he sounded like
a surfer turned vampire.
No, he sounded like Bill or Ted Theodore Logan trying to do an English accent.
Wasn't her Christina Ricci or something like that in there too?
No, it was
Winona Ryder.
Yeah,
that's shitty.
It was a great movie.
Really?
It was. It really was. It's a great movie because Gary Oldman's Dracula is...
Gary Oldman's been around for a fucking minute.
Incredible.
How shitty is the fact that they got what's-his-face from Twilight to be the new Batman?
I think it's awesome.
What?
I think he's going to be a great...
I think he's going to be this version of George Clooney.
No, I don't think so. I think he is an incredible actor. If you look at everything he's done...
Twilight?
You're looking at one
what else
series.
has he done?
He's done a whole bunch of like indie films where he's awesome in.
Like?
I don't know the names.
How do you know then?
Because I've watched clips.
Okay, you can't say I've watched clips.
I've watched
clips.
If
I show you clips of anybody fighting, you're like, oh, he's an amazing fighter, but then you don't see 90% of the other fights.
You can tell when someone can act. For sure, in a 5-minute clip, you can tell when somebody can act. And he can act his ass off. I think what you are is it's what the kids call a hater. So you're going to hate.
It's kind of difficult for you referring to me as what the kids call when you're legitimately 50 years old.
I'm not legitimately 50 years old. I'm not even close.
You're pretty close. You're closer to it than I am.
I'm closer to it than you are, but I'm not 50.
You're the kind of guy that shows up to like Coachella trying to take selfies.
Yeah, but I'd rather
where you're like, hey kids, let's go.
That might let's be me, go watch My Morning Jacket.
Let's go see.
You could be the hater,
Kane West.
Go ahead and hate on him.
I'm gonna go and
all the cool kids.
Get crunk.
Oh, I'm gonna hate on him because he was in Twilight, which I never watched.
It's the same shitty. They got another shitty character like Ben Affleck to be Batman.
Ben Affleck was fucking awesome as
you
older because you're not a fan.
Of Ben Affleck, you're right. I'm not a fan of Ben Affleck.
You're not a fan of Batman.
How am I not a fan of Batman?
Because you're not a fan of Batman. Because if you were a fan of Batman, you would appreciate the character that he played. He played older Batman. He wasn't playing young Batman. He was playing older, grizzled Batman. And he played it perfectly.
Not really.
He did.
Not really.
Well, it's because you don't read the comic
You know who would have
books.
been a good old grizzled Batman? Anthony Hopkins.
No.
For sure.
He's way too tiny.
Batman's not that big.
Oh, yes, he is too. He's over 6 feet tall.
Can I point out the original Batman?
That was a terrible casting.
Oh, okay.
Michael Keaton
is considered one of the best Batmans.
By idiots.
Oh, okay, because you think Val Kilmer was a better Batman?
Val Kilmer was a better Batman.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Val Kilmer was a better Batman.
No
Christian
way.
Bale, number 1.
Yep. Minus the, tell me who he is.
Well, you know what he took that from? There was because they took a lot of that storyline from The Dark Knight Returns.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they took that for Batman vs Superman, but he took the story so like in The Dark Knight Returns, Batman growls a lot.
Yeah.
In the comic book. So I think that's what he did. I think it was ridiculous. It got really... Was it in part 2 where it got just like...
Just beyond... Well, because they gave him like 5-minute speeches and you had to growl through it.
Yeah. No, but I still say he's the best as of,
How funny would it be if they cast Tom Hardy as Batman? Because you don't know. You can't really tell it's him as Bane.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. You really can't.
He'd be a pretty good fucking Batman.
I don't know.
I really like...
Batman, see, the best... What Batman... A good Batman...
What about if they had a black Batman? Who would you get for it?
No, it couldn't be Bruce Wayne. I mean, Bruce Wayne's got to be white. I hate to say it.
Wow.
He's got to be white.
Why?
Because he's Bruce Wayne, and it's like...
Why?
Huh?
Why?
It's because it's just how it goes. Bruce Wayne is
so
white.
Spider-Man is white in the comic books, but they still have a black Spider-Man.
They have different... I said Bruce Wayne. They can have a black Batman. He just can't be
Spider-Man.
Bruce Wayne. Bruce
Why?
Wayne. He'd have to have a different name.
They had a black Superman.
His name wasn't...
Man of Steel.
Yeah, but he wasn't Clark
Superman.
Kent.
Right, but he was still Superman.
He was not Superman.
He was the Man of Steel.
No, he was.
And it was supposed to be
just
Shaq.
Steel.
It was supposed to be Shaq.
It was just Steel.
No, it's Man of Steel.
No, it's Steel.
The comic book series is called Man of Steel.
No,
I still have the comic book.
But his name is Steel.
Anyway, that's super racist.
No, it's not. To say that Bruce Wayne should be white is not racist.
That's like saying you can't have a black James Bond.
I didn't say you can't have a black James Bond.
Why not?
Because James Bond is a code name that they give to the people that play that 007.
Alternate universe Batman is black.
Okay.
And it's Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
Who would you put? Idris Elba. Sorry. That's it.
That's probably about the long and short of it.
Yeah.
Either him or the Old Spice guy.
The Old Spice guy could pull it off.
Yeah.
I really
if we're
want to
just
see.
go looking
I really
aesthetics.
wish they would put Terry Crews as an evil character.
It's hard to look at Terry Crews.
That's what I'm saying. We'd probably do it really fucking well.
He's going to be a bad guy in an upcoming X-Men thing.
Who's he going to be?
I think he's... I don't know, but he's going to be a bad guy in an upcoming X-Men movie.
Who would you see Terry Crews as the best evil guy? Like, what character would be a really good bad guy? Regardless of, like, whatever the original color of the character is.
What do you mean?
Like, who would you want to see Terry Crews portray as an evil character?
In comic books or...
Yeah, in like comic book movie.
Comic book movie?
I bet you probably would have done a good Thanos.
No, he doesn't have the
grizzled face.
The grizzled face, like... I don't know. He's he's a big dude, so it's like I don't know, like maybe he could play strong guy who was an X Factor, but he was a good guy, but he actually was a bad guy.
Where?
In X Factor.
Oh, I never watched it.
It wasn't a show. It's a comic book.
Oh, I never read it.
To me, so like I have a holy grail of bad guys, and two of them are played by the same person.
Who?
James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
It's obviously Darth Vader.
And then the other one is the dad from Coming to America.
No. The other one is the bad guy from Arnold Schwarzenegger's Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Doom. That is one of the best.
Because he does a good job. It's just
it's such a good villain. It's like there's like his motivation and everything.
Did you ever watch Old Boy?
No.
You need to watch Old Boy.
The one with James Brolin or
no, the original.
Josh Brolin or the
original. Watch the original.
I heard it's fucked up.
It is fucked up. It's such a good martial arts movie without it being about martial arts. You need to watch. Like, go tonight and go home and watch Old Boy. It is so good. If anyone hasn't watched Old Boy yet, the original Old Boy, I think it's a Korean movie. Watch it. And just be prepared to have... Don't tap on that because it goes in the mic. Be prepared to have your mind just completely fucked and your jaw drop where you're like, oh, fuck. It's so good. It's so good. And the martial arts in the movie is great.
I also hear the same thing about Ichi the Killer.
Ichi the Killer is a great movie. That one's more of a...
Gory.
It's more gory. The difference is Old Boy is a psychological thriller. But Ichi the Killer is a scary movie / it's a weird like mix of a gore movie with psychological thriller / scary movie because of how they do such a good job at a storyline.
Well, I thought it was also like a revenge story too.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You really have to watch it because they do such a good way of kind of intertwining two storylines together, but the visual effects are amazing, and it's very. I'm trying to think of the word. It's not that it's subtle. It's not by any means subtle, but it's very well done of taking a real life scenario as far as how people interact in that culture and kind of giving it almost like a superhero evil movie like twist to it. Like think of like the Superman movie, right? The one that's coming out, whatever it's called. Brightburn. It's like that with just a real weird twist to it, where it's just kind of like everything is just insane. It's a standard Japanese like storyline kind of movie. It's really good. It's really, really good.
Well, you know,
the movie case when they came out was a clear case, but the inside actually had like fake blood in it. So it was like a clear case with like the inside that had blood in it. So you moved around, you could see blood dripping and stuff on the inside. Yeah, it was pretty creepy.
So when I do cardio at the gym, like the bike or whatever, I watch movies on Netflix.
Yeah.
You know what I pulled up? It was
Debbie Does Dallas?
No. Is Ninja Assassin.
Yeah, that's an old one.
It's not that old. It's like
with the white dude?
No. It's that Chinese guy Rain.
Ninja Assassin. I gotta double check it.
Yeah, it's a great Japanese or it's about ninja, obviously. But I could be wrong about the title. It's here we go. It is
Rain. Yeah,
Ninja Assassin, and it's just talk about gory.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. Like he cuts people's like heads off, but like from the mouth up.
Yeah. Where you end up seeing like the top. I remember I seen that. You never watch Story of Rikio?
No.
If you want to watch a gory movie it's almost campy, but it's an okay martial arts movie, watch the Story of Rikio. He's just like, remember in Indiana Jones where he rips the guy's heart out? Think of like that, but he punches a guy in the chest and he rips his intestines out, and then he like chokes him and all kinds of other stuff.
With intestines?
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
That wouldn't work.
Listen, hey, you gotta watch it. It's an old movie. I want to say it's like mid '90s or early '90s, late '80s, but it's good, but it's campy, kind of unintentional. It's almost like Kung Pao if Kung Pao took itself serious. That's what it is. But there's a ton of good. We definitely should do a podcast one day of some of like the best martial arts movies.
Kung Fu Hustle. Kung Fu Hustle
was good. That was a good movie.
Great. It's funny.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
it's a legit martial arts movie.
It's a legit martial arts movie.
Where they had the axes.
That lady with the cigarette and the cleavers.
Yeah. No, that was I think it was like the Axe Gang or something like that.
Yeah.
There was like he falls and he cuts the guy's foot. And
another movie that doesn't get a lot of credit for being a martial arts movie is Big Trouble in Little China.
I can't remember the last time I watched that, but that was a good one. You know, it's a great martial arts movie. Flash Gordon. Where he throws a football, he fucks up everybody by throwing a football. Fake football. I think we're gonna wrap it up. It's getting kind of late, and I got a long day tomorrow. We actually have a kids graduation class, belt ceremony class tomorrow, so I got to show up and take photos of it. Got anything else to say?
No, you're ugly. There you go.
I know, it's true. That's why I got a face for radio. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to all our sponsors, Choke Aloha, Jiu-Jitsu Soap, Giraffe Choke, and Nomad Surf Shop. Shout out again to all the people that supported and bought a shirt. Don't forget to pick yours up. The link is on the Instagram. Check us out, Jiu-Jitsu Radio on Instagram. Sean's Gorilla Boy, BJJ. I'm Sonder Marketing. Shout out to Reddit. I'm out.
We're out.
Peace.